They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia Southern's offense will go to work first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I'm missing.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that.
And here's a fumble behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Kentucky! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Yeah, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop it until the band starts playing. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to go for a big one. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Guys, let's look at the big picture for Georgia Southern. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real. He's got
We are having a good defense
at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Scoops it up, still a live ball. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the mark.
Those are so frustrating. You're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team cover again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Kentucky's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy. That was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask for a freshman.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. To the air, it's Riggs. Swings it out to the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's talk for a second about Georgia Southern. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run.
Kentucky is a young team.
Like this, obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gets rid of it. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground up back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a big gain. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking for space, it's Payne. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. At the 45 on his way. Defense falls on the ball. It's going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you love a big hit.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right, you don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders. Defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the give off the left side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Riggs. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Eagles
Hey, time, man.
first and 10.
I gotta go Wildcats 30.
Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The line getting set on 2nd down. He'll take it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the corner. On 3rd down, going up top. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oh, I thought they...
We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you got to get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You don't allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first
We're
down.
gonna see how this goes.
Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep.
That didn't go
They'll
good.
knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Parker and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. And they'll pass on the 50-yard field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down from the 33. It's caught. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes.
We've seen so much.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here and stay on the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Payne. He's got it up. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Man, this guy's going to need some water because of the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Using his feet to buy time. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
On to attempt the try.
Freshman.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. They're trailing by just 4 to East Carolina. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Riggs. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want.
Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking down the middle. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by
Well,
the
that's
quarterback. He may have
21.
been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, bust to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Smart. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
It feels feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Got a man in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Quick strike complete. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Hey, man, it's hard to throw down here in the red zone. These windows are tiny and they close fast. There was nowhere to go in the end zone there, that time having to check it down. A nice job by the defense rallying and making the tackle.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Off play action. Bringing the heat. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
He got some practice this season, off season.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Riggs. Flips it out to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
I don't know why they call it timeout.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast, and let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's
Too fast.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him this time. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Using the quick game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And this is
we took our time.
Up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. The run from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down into 26. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam, next thing you know.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play for a snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Off-play action on first down. Got him in. It's Brown.
They're pretty much over.
Pick up a little bit short of the sticks. The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Riggs. Throws for the tight end. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. They give it to him again. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The give to the tailback. Inside the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Wildcats are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Creates a little space. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Dialed up the... Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again.
Probably not.
Smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Dropping back, it's Rick. Fires to the big fella. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Wilkins. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Runs through a tackle.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a statement to move football around and see what can happen.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Leaves it with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3.
But
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered and get to the football.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The pitch. He's in open space downfield. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going on.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Into the end zone.
I don't know how you caught that.
They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up a pretty good field.
It's over.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That Dude, just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. The give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking it, keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So